seguindo aqui agora a história de Arconte de Sumeru. Bora lá.
Yeah, we sure don't want him showing up.
Right? Hearing his name just reminds me of those stuffy old geezers in the academia. I'd rather not have to deal with someone like that. According to the plan, we should first go to Partis DI and ask for Forest Watcher Tainari. If all hate them and Sino's sources are solid, then we can be sure that Tainari still has the academia's trust. So, we'll find Tainari and convince him to get us the latest intel on the doctor. Then, depending on what we learn, we'll make any necessary adjustments to our plan. The sages have placed spies everywhere on the other side of the wall. I'll follow you as a bot. You should be honored. I don't offer...
But Paimon thought mercenaries would do anything for Mora.
That's certainly true. But when multiple employers are vying for your services, you should always go with the best offer. Let's see. If I were to charge you a bill...
How much more?
How much do I want? Hey, how about paying me with a smile? What do you say? I haven't seen you smiling much recently. If you ask me, someone like you must look lovely when they... Come on, give me a smile so that I can be less worried. Looking good! I hope this pretty smile will become our lucky charm. There are many kinds of smiles, but only a truly joyous one can bring blessings to others. Let's consider this smile a down payment for our future victory. Let's go. It's time to pay a visit to Partis DI.
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Traveler, Paimon. And you are?
Hey there.
This is our friend Dia. She's an...
A mercenary? You must have some big news for me.
Diária, vou pegar C1 dele agora na 5.0.
It's something really important.
Eu
All right. Then follow me.
venci o 50-50 e ganhei ele. E agora eu vou pegar
This
C1
place is
dele.
better. We won't be Okay. What is this important thing you want to ask me?
Até porque eu não tenho nenhum outro dendro bom. Quer dizer, eu não jogo de dendro, né? Então, basicamente
The
não tem
dog...
nada.
He's that
Quer dizer,
strange-looking
eu poderia
Fatui
pegar,
Harbinger with the
mas-
mask. Paimon?
Yes, I know him. Actually, he left Pardi.
He left.
Yeah.
Can I ask what it was about? Sorry to ask you like this after having just met. For now, all we can share with you is that.
Sino you. I see. So that's what. Okay. I'll answer your questions and we'll.
Sino's name really does work wonders. You're not even.
Despite having just met you, I can sense that you're the serious type. Between you don't need to tell me anything you don't want to. I'll also get straight to the point. The Harbinger you mentioned came to me because he wanted to take the scholar Hypatia away.
Hypatia? Why would he want her?
And what do you mean by take away? Is he planning?
Yes. He told me his return to Snezhnaya is imminent.
Então, a doutora vai voltar pra Snezhnaya.
So you mean you're leaving this place?
Indeed. Otherwise, we could have perhaps talked a little more. I was just about to set out when I remembered something important. Let me ask, have you been taking care of a skull?
Your sources are accurate. No doubt because you've recruited many informants. But you're right. Hypatia has indeed been receiving treatment from me.
Então ela deve ter alguma informação importante pra ele, sei lá. Uma coisa assim. Pra ele, ela é importante nos planos dele.
Forgive me for asking, but how's the treatment coming along?
Given the way you're asking, I assume...
Since you asked, I'll be frank. I would like to take...
It's incredibly difficult to transfer a patient. As a scholar, you're...
Oh. I can't believe your utter lack of faith in me, to the point of even questioning my general level of...
Well, you're the only one who's...
I have my ways of keeping her safe during the journey. In addition, I can also promise that I will personally supervise her treatment and see to her...
Hypatia was born in Sumeru and remains a scholar of the academia. Transporting her to Snezhnaya is risky, and the potential benefits are unknown. As the person currently responsible for her treatment, I cannot... Your suggestion is rude and reckless. I'll pass. I don't know much about the doctor, but after talking with him, it's not so much that he's looking down on others, but more that he's confident in himself, and I would never refer a patient to someone like him. I prepared myself for a protracted battle of wits, and was really surprised to see...
I see. Of course, your opinion makes perfect... You're still young, but already quite stubborn. I must say, you are not like what I had expected. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't just let you off the hook like this. But unfortunately, I'm in a hurry today. What with Her Most Noble Majesty, the Tsaritsa... Luckily, there is still some time. It's just as the Academia said. You're a responsible and that's also why people like you can never realize that sooner or later, everyone must pay the price for what they've learned.
Paimon can't help but feel like he's hinting at something.
He asked a question, yet didn't care for my answer. Perhaps I'm nothing but a talking rock in his eyes. He never came off as malicious, but an utter lack of compassion permeated throughout our...
I can barely believe it myself. But if that's true, this...
I don't think I missed any details.
Sorry we can't tell you everything. We appreciate that you helped us anyway. I won't forget your...
It's okay. I have an obligation to do so. To be perfectly honest... Recently, my master wrote several letters to me, asking me to return...
Hasn't he already asked you
Yes, but there's something off about this most recent batch of letters. My master will occasionally leave a few dots on the back of the letter. This has been a habit of his for many years. But I didn't find any...
I get it. Since you are always at Gandharvaville, you would...
I'd like to ask you to do that for me, if you can keep yourself safe. Please withdraw immediately.
I can do that, but I have a feeling the Academia has been working on a big project. I'm not quite sure what it... If the higher-ups... If the situation becomes critical,
All right, we've got a...
if that scenario comes to pass, you must be extra vigilant.
I must say,
Being loyal to... On that note,
the academia, I suppose he's lucky.
I see. So you noticed something was...
This may well be how Sino became involved in all of this. Also, if you run into Sino again, please... I think this may be something he needs to...
Okay, we'll find a chance.
Thanks.
Right. Now Oh, by the way, which way did the doctor go?
That way.
Gotcha. Thanks so much. We'll be on our way.
Até a próxima. Meio óbvio era a gente ir atrás da equipe pra ver, né? Porque provavelmente ele deve pegar ela.
According to Tainari, the doctor is leaving Sumeru soon. I want to check if the He also said that he'll take care of everything before he leaves. Just to be safe, let's chase...
But we have no idea where he went.
We'll do it the mercenary way. I'll find leads as we go. That Harbinger may have tried to cover his trail, but he still left some traces.
A partir do momento que entrou em Sumeru,
Or perhaps he never even thought about concealing his whereabouts. Maybe that's just how arrogant he really is.
a primeira que eu vi, reparei,
Yep,
foi com
we're
o
headed in the right direction.
com o ratão.
The traces are still fresh, but there's no sign of his entourage. Clearly they're in a hurry. It's just as I thought.
Quer descer dessa aqui. Ó, boa, boa. Deixa eu trocar esse time, pera aí. Aqui eu tava coletando coisa pro carro, eu tava coletando hormônio também. 60 pra coletar esses filamentos. Bastante coisa pro caso já que vai vir agora na 5.0 aqui. Você quer pro Zongli? Aqui pro caso 119, são 169 que precisa. Quando eu respawnar eu pego o restante. Vem aqui pra upar, detesto pegar isso, como eu achava. Detesto, é horrível. Pior que tem. Que mais? É isso, depois eu vou pegar mais.
We can stop here. I think I know where the doctor went. To the south of here is Port Ormos.
Port Ormos?
That's right. Let's go.
There is no escape! Shower me with threat!
What greater pleasure is there than the unexpected? Something you wish to report? Go on. You have my undivided attention.
Nossa, o vídeo no Instagram fica muito ruim. Não sei se virar a tela como é que tá. Não, mas virar na tela deve estar bom. Deve ficar normal. Aproveitar, fim de bom. Não que eu faço pra fim de deserto, sei lá de onde, flor de metal. Sons dourados. Continuação, vou fazer rapidinho. Já liberei mesmo.
Let's light it up!
Strike a pose!
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
Vamos pôr o viajante. Já estamos terminando quando eu ver.
Scatter!
Let the world collide! Going in!
Laid bare. Witness my lies.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Let my name echo in song!
Propagate!
Transfixed. Everlasting as the moon. Overruled.
Everybody stand back!
Now testing my patience.
Let the world collide!
Germinate!
Gotcha, will tricks up your
Commendable. This is where you fall.
I'm going in!
Propagate!
Yoo-hoo! Let my name echo in song! Everybody stand back!
Now
Strike
test
up!
my patience. Will. Again.
As gemas essenciais, bastante coisa boa, boa. Interessante.
can't. May knowledge guide. No, my sword!
Picked the wrong test subject.
Ah, something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Só não ficar no caminho. Ainda mais que dá. Que é o que eu preciso.
Such a pain.
Mas agora por que eu tô andando? Você vai pra Porto Novo? Qual que é a necessidade?
Look! Fatui soldiers! Thanks to Dia's tracking skills, seems...
Shh! Don't draw their attention. The port is crawling with Fatu.
Let's keep going and see what we can...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
Look! But thanks to Dia's tracking...
Shh! The port is
Let's keep going!
Foi burro e cair, né? Mas beleza.
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, that can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
Look! Thanks to Dia's tracking...
Eu não vou passar
Don't, the port is crawling.
Let's keep going and...
Now this is a proper farewell ceremony for a Snezhnayan Harbinger.
The Lord Harbinger is leaving. I've still only seen him once or twice.
I used to hold a position in our homeland, and back then, the doctor spoke in a very different way from the way he speaks now. Maybe the way people talk in Sumeru has rubbed off on him? It's always like that when you spend too long away from home. When he gets back to Snezhnaya, perhaps it will also take him some time to get used to the life there again.
Huh? But, sir, That can't be right.
No, I remember it like it was yesterday. Both his expressions and tones are now very different. Also, for some reason, he seems like he's all smiles now.
You must be mistaken. Nobody's supposed to look happy when they're on a business trip.
The doctor is on that boat. So he told the truth after all. He is actually leaving Sumeru. Let's get closer and find a place to hide so we can observe him.
Tá logo ali, só pegar. Por que eu tenho que escolher lá? Tem uma lei pra vir pra cá.
This place will do. We can hide here while we keep an eye on the boat.
De ter repetido a missão.
Uh-oh. He saw us.
Ah, não.
Huh? Is he waving at him?
It's time to say good.
Wait, is...
Huh?
And where are all the soldiers we saw in...
They were all here just a few minutes ago. But now, they...
So this was a trap. Wait.
Luckily, there is still some time left for me to take care of everything before I leave.
Oh no. They might be after Hypatia. Let's get back to part...
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm afraid that she's seen something that she wasn't supposed to see. If I were the Fatui...
Oh no!
Let's go!
Eu falei antes, era só pensar. Pense.
Pardis Di is not a place you Fatui can just show up and...
I believe we've already made ourselves quite clear. Our superior gave us permission to search for and collect medicinal herbs in Pardis Di for research.
But you've been in Sumeru for some time already. I find it coincidental.
Even the Grand Sage himself may not have the right to question our... I've done my duty to inform you. Don't make things difficult for you.
It would seem that my words have fallen on deaf. You can keep trying to deny it, but coming to Pardis Di now...
With all due respect, your baseless speculation...
Well, you only have your Harbinger to blame. He knows nothing about keeping... I may be staying at Pardis Di as a scholar, but that doesn't... It is still my duty to protect the peace and safety of the scholar.
Then it seems our conversation...
No one will lay a hand on you.
Tigari! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
These Fatui have really crossed the line. Time to teach them a lesson.
There's no use resisting! Give us Hypatia!
Keep dreaming.
Yeah, Tigari! Beat him up!
The doctor's orders are absolute!
Yeah? You've been someone's lapdog for so long that you don't know anything else now! Witness the power of Yoo-hoo!
Everlasting as the moon!
We're not getting anywhere. Traveler, Paimon, please go to...
Got it! Hypatia's still here. That's good.
Tô dormindo.
So, you think this is over?
Escaramuche. Eu vou descer-lhe a porrada.
What?
I've missed that look of abject horror. You've given me that look every time we meet.
But, where is he?
I can hear all of your thoughts, you know. Don't you remember? I already saw you the first time you came to Party's DI and made contact with Hypatia. I didn't need to do anything. It is her honor to be able to connect her consciousness with me.
Who are you talking to?
I know you must be curious. I might as well tell you that I decided to enter Hypatia's consciousness the moment I sensed your touch.
Why?
I wanted to observe you on a fool's errand.
Hey, Traveler!
My deification is nearly complete. All that's left now are just some final... Do you understand? Even if you managed to rescue Lesser Lord Kusanali, it will be impossible for you to defeat a bona fide god like me. Is it wise to force that childlike god into... Scholars consider the god of wisdom to be the sum total of their faith. It's how they can justify reverence, but this also shows that humanity's worship of God... Yes. Yeah, I'm in a good mood, which is why I'm talking to you like this. What do you mean? Those words almost make you but you're wrong. I'm different from all of you. I was born to become a god. My entire life up until this point has just been a meaningless routine. Just think about a sheet of paper. By itself, it holds no meaning. All I had recorded down before were some painful memories and boring human feelings. Indeed, to me, the sight of you fools in your futile struggles is far more amusing. Tell me, I'm connected to your consciousness, so I can hear what you're thinking. This is a good conversation we're having. So here's a word of advice. Let go of your misguided guardian complex. It'll be for your own good, as well as everyone else's. Humans are a species that can only find... Ah, you've seen my affection for her. If you were in my position, she peered into my consciousness and saw my past. All gods need followers. So Hypatia has been chosen. Her appearance heralds my imminent arrival at the throne of divinity, while her worship shall become my glory. You're doubting me again? No matter. Soon, you'll know. Who wants to hurt my devout follower? The doctor wants to hurt my first follower? How very amusing. Has anyone ever told you that you're not good at The doctor has never known his place. Even now, the puny... You're still too naive if you think a few words will be enough to convince me to destroy the doctor. It is an honor for you to be able to stand here and speak with me. As my listener, you will be rewarded. Both good things and bad things can be called gifts. After all, gods have never needed to be...
Ah! Paimon hears thunder! That person Paimon couldn't see here chatted with you for... Where is the storm headed?
Vendo, mamãe? Mandando raios por aí.
That means anyone outside is in danger! Let's... Oh! Have the Fatui retreated?
Ih, o cenário aqui.
Hey! What happened?
He's hurt.
I'm fine.
Don't move. I've seen eremites get struck by lightning before.
Struck by...
We were fighting, and just as things started looking grim, the weather suddenly became extremely strange. Lightning started attacking everyone. Luckily, there were only two of us, and both of us were nimble enough to dodge most of the strikes. There were a lot of Fatui, though.
With that, all the Fatui soldiers were forced to retreat. Why are you sorry? It's all right. I'm sure you also never expected this to happen. My wound aside, you look like you've seen something unpleasant. Is Hypatia all right?
Hey, didn't I tell you not to...
Just in case. Let's go to Hypatia's... Thank goodness.
Hey, how about...
I understand my condition.
Ugh. The more you
I know. They always think they can...
Oh, he sat down.
Let me rest for a bit.
Conta tudo sobre seu encontro com o Dr. em Porto Ormos, vai ter seu encontro com Escaramucho, enquanto...
So that's what you were talking to the balladeer about?
The academias.
That sounds, ambitious, I guess? Anyway, this is all... As long as I can enjoy every day with a drink in my hand, tasty food in my stomach, and a good night's rest, I must be the least ambitious person who's ever...
Don't say that. I haven't even...
Don't mention it. Well, if nothing else, all this proves that the doctor really did have some urgent matter.
O doutor esteja olhando Hypatia por causa do Escaramucho. Conseguindo várias coisas do Escaramucho e ela viu...
Maybe the Fatui want to cover up some secret of the balladeer.
You said the balladeer claimed that Hypatia has seen his past.
Have you noticed? The balladeer is not happy with the doctor's...
So, if the doctor was to show up again...
Based on what the traveler has said, I think he would. In other words, we've successfully completed this stage of the plan. The doctor is out of the picture now.
Yay!
I'm...
Thank you for the help, Tainari. Make sure you rest up for now.
Yeah.
Okay, that wraps things up for us here at Party's DI. Traveler, let's continue to keep a low profile. You can head there once you're...
Espero até a hora 19h21. Vamos pular até as 19 horas. Cidade de Sumeru.
All right, everyone.
How did everything go?
Let's report back one by one. We've made the necessary modifications to the Akasha terminal.
I'll go next. The Traveler and I went to Party's DI. The situation was a bit...
Who is behind?
Well, that's the tough part. What should I say, Traveler? The Fatui or the Balladeer? After some back and forth, we confirmed that the doctor has left Sumeru by boat. He has something urgent to attend to back in Snezh. So, we've successfully removed the doctor from the picture. Also...
Oh, Kainari also asked us to tell you this mess.
Everything also went smoothly on my side. The Eremites should have arrived to avoid alerting the quarry.
I can't believe you actually got so many Eremites into...
It's all thanks to Rahman and his brave team.
It appears to have been very effective. Well, is that...
Huh?
Well, what else?
Shouldn't you end with some words of encouragement?
Personally, I'd rather we all...
I'll hate them. You...
Oh, and if you wanted someone to say something to that effect, then I must reiterate that I'm here to strategize, so you should find someone more suitable to...
But I thought all of you academia big shots were great...
Then I should remind you that I'm the scribe.
I know that. So...
A scribe is responsible for recording meetings.
Fine, whatever. Well, Sino doesn't seem to be much of a talker either. I guess that
Employer?
Yep. The Traveler hired me. That's right. So come on, boss.
Yeah, say something to boost morale. Huh? What are you all doing here?
Nilo.
Oh, it's Nilu! Hey, everyone. I'm not disturbing you.
Not at all. I was actually just about...
Judging from... But you also look like you're up to no good.
Welcome, Nilu.
Huh? Join you? You mean... you...
Yes. Nilu, are there any breaks in your performance?
Huh? Wait. I can't believe my ears. Oh, right. The Traveler and Paimon are not... That's right! But I'll try my best for Lesser Lord Kusanali. If I can...
Remember.
Okay. I'll get my friends at the Grand Bazaar.
Just remember not to say too much.
Yep, you got it.
All the preparations are done. Now, can we finally conclude?
So, have you thought up what you'd like to say, boss?
Yep. It's a grand plan and we're all super...
Well said. A good night's rest before an operation.
Thankfully, I've had my place to myself recently.
Huh?
Oh, nothing.
Alright, let's all go home and get a good night's sleep so we can be up early tomorrow. Okay. So
Ela
yep.
tá casada,
Good night,
alguma coisa
everyone!
assim? Não sei. Que vou pegar a casa só pra ele. Preparativos para colocar o plano em ação. Quer dizer, músicas garantidas.
Today is the Academia's Nia Garbaha Day.
Hello, you two.
Not really. Paimon got too nervous. What about you all?
Naturally, I slept just fine. After all,
You just want to show off.
it's crucial to dissipate any tension.
The only thing you're doing is...
Anyway, do you need me to go over the game plan again? Our target is Grand Sage Azar's office. Everyone in the Academia knows that's where the Grand Sage... Many restricted commands and operations are executed via that console. I'm sure that console has a way to free Lesser
Ah,
Lord
mas teve
Kusanali.
da missão stealth, tem da biblioteca também, agora que eu lembrei isso. A mesma coisa. Faz tempo que eu não fazia, que eu fiz a da biblioteca.
You know, Paimon's been thinking, what kind of technology could let the sages imprison even a god?
That isn't something they could have accomplished with their scholarly talents alone. In the sanctuary of Suristhana, There's 500 years ago. The Grand Sage at the time modified the device so that it can no longer be controlled.
So,
Don't forget, today is Nagarbaha Day, arguably the most important day to the academia. The sages and core academia personnel are busy loading the latest batch of research developments and leave all the Darshan's researchers have their noses to the grindstone. And the academia's ground when the Grand Sage leaves his office to supervise the entering process. That's our cue to access the console and free the Danger Archon. Well, yes. If precedence holds, the academia should have already...
everyone should be in position.
Let's go.
So are we just gonna walk in through the...
Yes. Were you expect...
Paimon can...
Please, wait.
That's me.
No. I was just surprised to see you here. I had heard that the sage and, also, please don't bring outside guests into the academia.
Outside guests? How did you arrive at such a conclusion? Your groundless inference shames the
What did you say? I'm the top student in Haravatat, and I earned 3rd place at the last Inter-Darshan debate.
That wasn't my intention. As your Haravatat senior, I just assumed that you possessed... Look, based on what you already know, the purpose of my return...
Is that so? The sages search for you. So, from the start, the sages were...
Hey, shh. Yes, you've proven yourself as the top student in Haravatat.
As I expected. Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking clearly just now.
It's nothing.
All right. Thank you for your contribution.
O ratão inteligente, tá vendo?
What the heck just happened?
I'm afraid I'd...
You have no...
He convinced himself that is the so-called pride of a scholar. If someone questions their academic facility, they will instantly think... Nowadays, the academia is rampant with this type of scholar. They're obvious farce...
Wow. So there are special ways to deal with smart...
We shouldn't waste any more time. It would be...
Ué, gente. Que isso aqui? Como assim? Como assim?
Staring into my eyes is ill-advised. I can't promise you'll like what you see.
Como assim? Como assim? Na missão de libertar a Narida, tá? Que a Narida é um Narilho. Foi?
The people from the academia say they haven't seen you.
Yeah. Well, maybe I needed some space after being cooped up in there for so long.
I never said it was a problem. I was just noticing that you seem to be in quite a good mood.
E ele já virou o andarilho, não é o
Who's
escaramujo.
this hat guy?
Ah, tá. Agora eu entendi. O Dorinzinho. Por causa da missão do...
Shut up.
Do Dorin.
You need a new
Mas eu achei
friend.
engraçado.
I've told you already. Stop trying to read...
I didn't need to.
Por causa da missão do simulante.
The people from the academia...
Yeah. Well, maybe I needed some space after being cooped up in there for so long. Anyway, it's a school.
I never said... Who's this?
Shut. I've told...
I didn't...
Tá, né? Beleza. Vamos lá resgatar a Narida depois de ver ela ali.
Is this the Academia's...
Indeed. Known as the House of Dana, it is quite possibly the most...
there are a lot of students going through here.
The Academia marches to a fast beat, especially since it's Nagarbaha Day. They're all just act natural.
What's this platform for?
It's a lift that Academia personnel use.
Are we gonna take it then?
No, not right now. We can't guarantee that we...
You think the Grand Sage will... And after he does, we'd sneak...
Who knows? However, if we can confirm Azar's current location...
Allow me to offer you a hint. If you wish to know his location, look behind... Do not tell me you believed the Academia would not grow suspicious. An eyewitness had informed me of your whereabouts, so I...
Grand Sage, I didn't expect you...
I'm sure. But compared to you, I am far more in... It's a pity that only now have I been afforded the opportunity to formally meet two of Sumeru's most esteemed guests. I do... Excellent. You immediately initiated discussion instead of attempting to prepare some... The foot traffic here renders this place unsuitable for discussion.
Não foi do jeito que planejou, mas já entrou no escritório.
This place is crawling with guards.
All right then, traveler. What did you wish to discuss with me?
Easy.
Today is Nagarbaha Day, so I still have many responsibilities to attend to. There is little time for idle chit-chat before... You seem to know quite a bit about... If that is so, then you should be praising our great work, rather than using your trivial misgivings in a futile attempt...
Trivial?
Then tell me, what do the Fatui want from me? Those are all completely worthless. Benefits, divine power, creating a god. If humanity cannot attain omniscience and omnipotence, then we shall regain a god's guidance at long last. No longer will we flounder in the... Even Ermin's soul will be for our nation of scholars. This is the ultimate aspiration. No cost is too great to realize it. You will never understand. Gods exist on a plane that far eclipses humanity's. Lesser care for the people, fend off sandstorms, fabricate silly fairy tales. We are a people favored by Greater Lord Rukadevata. Though I may have the ascension of the Lesser Lord has brought nothing but bewilderment to the scholars. With that in mind, it is better to keep her isolated in the sanctuary of Suras.
What a pathetic justification! Do you really think that only the super smart or powerful should be able to...
As per your judgment, Grand Sage, they are indeed... Not only are they acting against the Academia, but their ideologies have the potential to lead scholars...
I'll hate them? Are you...
Anyway, I've brought them to the Academia as ordered. Oh, that reminds me. Here's the it's a summary of my time spent with the Traveler. An array of information...
I'll hate them? So you're still on the Academia side! We finally started to trust you!
Excellent. Detailed contents with no... As it is Nagarbaha Day, I'll enter the information on you into the...
We'll be monitored, just like...
With the Akasha's calculation prowess, all of your actions will be predicted with an accuracy of at least 98%. To put it into words you can understand, wherever you go, you will be walking under an invisible leash. This is Sumeru's... Are you not familiar with the concept that great In any case, you are Sumeru's most concerning external variable.
You're despicable!
Despicable? Perhaps from your perspective, but your ploy was to sacrifice the
Lord Azar, I know what you're trying to say, but I've been following your plan this entire...
Must I delineate your entire plan? First off, I received an eyewitness report that you were spotted with the traveler at Caravan Rebat. Judging by the time, you all likely encountered the true...
Maybe Paimon should...
The Academia had not received correspondence from its scribe for a prolonged time. You were also in the company of the traveler. With their instigation, what was the probability that you would betray...
Regardless, that's only a guess. The facts are that I've...
Indeed, your boldness deserves praise. To think that despite If I'm correct, you have a contingency plan to save Lesser Lord sneak into the Academia on Nia Garbaha Day, using Alhaitham's status as the scribe. Should your intentions be discovered, Alhaitham will turn traitor and sacrifice the traveler. As for Sino, according to the Akasha's calculations, he will soon return...
You'll see me as a traitor. Even if you impugn me, it would have little effect.
You misunderstand. Losing our scribe would irreparably damage the Academia's... However, under the current circumstances, even that is trivial.
You said that I betrayed the Academia, but you would...
So flight is... Well, what do we have here? So you stole that divine knowledge capsule?
Traitor! You traitor!
Even the most rational scholar will yearn for the power of a god in a moment of desperation. Aren't you doing the exact same thing as me, Alhaitham? Unfortunately for you, no god will lend you their power. He has gone completely insane. Take him to the Matra and exile him to Aru village. Then find someone to take these two to the confinement room. I'll deal with them later.
Grand Sage, we've finished all required preparations for Nyagarbha Day. We may begin to enter the capsules now.
Excellent. You may begin.
Pegou, ele colocou. Deu certo.
Paimon got a bit carried away there. How was Paimon's acting just now? Great, huh? Everything's going according to plan so far. We made it into confinement, and Alhaitham's probably done with his part too. We even managed to trick Grand Sage Azar. Alhaitham sure knows. What are we doing next? Paimon has trouble remembering things when she's worked up. Right! Paimon...
Apart from that, we still have yet another goal in the first stage.
What? Why do we want to get him locked?
He's always been the person the sages are most afraid of, as well as once the traveler is imprisoned, the sages will likely think that everything is under control, and with their guard down, the next phase...
I can already see...
Oh, that's a super tricky plan. But Paimon still thinks it's not really...
That isn't the only reason, of course. According to the Academia scholars in Ramon's custody, Lesser Lord Kusanali has sealed off her consciousness in the Akasha ever since she... That way, they can't pry any more info. Even if we break into the sanctuary of Surasthana, it will take time to awaken Lesser Lord...
So our job is to wake up Nahida! Okay.
The confinement room is inside the Academia, close to the sanctuary of Surasthana. I'll work with Raman scholars to make some modifications to your Akasha terminal. Once you're in, get as however, as for whether she'll
Oh, no wonder you've been wearing your Akasha terminal today. It's Paimon thought they'd take our Akasha terminals when they'd locked us up in here. Were they being careless? Alright, so what now? Sounds easy enough. We can finally talk with Nahi. There's a light flashing on your Akasha terminal. It's almost like... the faster it blinks, the better the signal! Whoa, it's Mora! Ooh, Mora! No, Paimon, we're not here to hunt for treasure! No signal again! Is it getting jammed?
Deixa eu dar a volta por baixo primeiro, ao invés do celular. Tô esperando tudo. Vou dar a volta por baixo. Depois eu dou uma volta por cima. Acho que eu já dou uma volta por baixo. Vou usar a
Is this the right spot? Are you getting anything? Please.
Nahida. Vai brincando de amarelinha.
Nahida! Hey, Nahida!
Eu acho tão legal quando ele fala.
When did it first start? Oh, right. It started from the moment I was born.
Tadinha.
I want to become a worthy Archon. So I've kept studying. Kept listening to my people, and they kept looking for a way to save her. So I can catch up to Greater Lord. But I'm stuck in the sages are creating, and I'm forced to lock my
Nahida!
Tadinha.
Nahida!
usando anemo? Pera aí, como assim? Ele tá usando anemo ali?
So quiet here. Now that I think of it, I don't think that you Archons have them.
Indicativo de que no futuro...
Should Archons have them? Have I been doing the right? Am I really not needed?
Você é necessária. Você é a melhor. Melhor dentro.
How do I really feel about all of this? It's so quiet here.
Since you're the god of wisdom, you've known the answers to all these questions since the very beginning, haven't you?
You're right, though. I won't.
Nahida! Nahida?
Did you wake me up?
We're here to rescue you.
I'm fine. When I think of everything that's happened to me,
You should have been angry.
huh? Oh, you're back! How's everything? That's wonderful news! Great! When you went to wake up Nahida, you were out for a long time. There are fewer and fewer scholars going about now. You think everyone's done with their Nyagarbha Day stuff? Yep, so that means our next...
Hora da apresentação da senhorita Nilu.
Nilu, are you sure about this? You're taking such a...
I'm sure, and I'm going. You know that I don't like to pass up.
All right, but if anything happens...
Don't worry. They've been through worse.
All right. You know, if you really do...
Thanks, Mr. Zubair. You're so very kind.
Nilu, how's it go?
Definitely more than usual. But it's because I'm worried I won't dance well enough.
It's okay. Just focus.
You sure know how to talk.
Well, thank you both.
Ooh, that sounds great.
All right, let's get back to business. Nilu, we'll be here to keep people from going to the
I was planning on telling them something like, the Academia's been conducting a weird experiment.
Oh, you couldn't think of anything better? Oh,
Oh well, I
think it sounds great. I'm counting on you guys.
Don't worry. It'll be a piece of cake.
Hey, Nilu! Sorry, it's great to see you, but I'm really busy right now. Our bait people away with... Do you want some candy? We have more than we can give out.
Vihar, thank you so much for doing all of this. I'll pass on the candy, though. I cut back on sweets in the period leading up to a
You have a point. The stage...
Yeah, thanks to you. I'm really grateful.
You're welcome. The honor's all mine, since I'll have such a great view of the show.
I've never seen a performance like this. This is incredible.
Yeah, but I heard that public performances like these have been banned. I can't believe she's doing this here.
Grand Sage, there's some commotion outside.
How uninteresting. Issue the new Prohibition Act from the Akasha to the guards. They'll know what to do.
Do you think we should, like, stop her?
Let's just watch for a little bit longer.
Escapou. Excellent.
Did you hear that? It sounds like a lot of guards just ran by. Does this mean the plan has moved on to the next stage? Yep. It's come to think of it. When did Al-Haytham replace the knowledge capsule that was about to be entered into the Akasha? Oh, so that's when he did it!
Realmente o ratão trocou. É o ratão gênio.
Paimon was too nervous to note. Speaking of, didn't Al-Haytham also yoink the divine knowledge capsule from... it's a time-tested trick of his! Why are we complimenting him? Yet, let's review our plan for this stage again. It's not like we have anything else to do right now. Paimon remembers that Nilu's task was supposed to go a bit like this.
Now that Lesser Lord Kusanali's consciousness has been forcefully sealed, the core figures of the Academia and their guards have started to wear their Akasha terminals again. With the Doctor's technological support, they...
How despicable of them to rely on.
But this is all... I was originally asked to draft the knowledge capsule for the Artistic Performances Prohibition Act when I was still at the Academia. It should be on the Grand Sage's desk right now, and will be entered into the Akasha during the next Nyagarbha Day.
Are they really I going to stop all artistic
I'll make an identical knowledge capsule, but this time, I'll smuggle some misleading information into it. We only need to find an opportunity to switch the capsules. Once it's been entered into the the sages would definitely use that opportunity to announce the ban. And
sure sounds complicated, but it seems like that's pretty clever. Getting right in. I just have one question. Even if we manage to get the misleading info out,
people who are used to relying on the Akasha become less inquisitive, and their ability to distinguish truth from misinformation is significant.
The Akasha will turn humans into machines.
Yikes. Good thing I didn't wear it for long when I was working in Sumeru City. At first, I thought it was a good thing too. By the way, this plan still
Do you have someone in mind?
Nilu of Zubair Theater. I know her really well. We can trust her. I'm kinda hesitant to ask her to participate in a dangerous plan like this.
All right. After the guards in the academia are gone,
then it'll be time for me and my
Tô achando muito legal essa sequência de missão. Tipo assim, faz com o viajante, aí troca pra Nilu, agora troca pra Derria. Achei interessante.
Here they come. Did you see that, Raman? They came out from the academia in droves.
After laying low in the city for so long.
We couldn't do anything to them inside their coop.
With a lioness like you, the prey sure won't be able to run.
We still need to eliminate the guards as soon as possible. If we give the sages enough time.
All they've done is to sit on their cushy salaries and twiddle their thumbs all day while we fought.
Speaking of which, most of the guards who report directly to the 6 sages belong to the Corps of 30. Following those blasted sages every whim, throwing away all the principles of being a mercenary. As someone in the same profession, I'm obligated.
Indeed. The trap has been...
All right, let's each take a road and herd those scattered guards back into one.
You gave such an important task to that child.
It'll be fine. Isak was so Besides, even if he's caught, the guards would be too scared to do anything to him. They've never seen...
You've got a point. Anyway, I think...
Good luck.
Ele vai fingir ser uma loja menor.
This outfit. Hey, do you remember what you need to do, Isak? When the guards get here...
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Relax. Don't think about getting caught. You only need to think about getting the guards' attention and leading them to...
Okay, got it. I'm here to pay back...
Hey, they're here. I can see the academia guards.
All right, it's time, Isak.
Why is there a guard over there? Did he already run ahead of me? This is different from our plan. But there's no time. I need to make a choice.
Let's have a look behind the house.
What should I do next?
Huh. Looks like nothing's here. A wasted time.
Luckily, I didn't check behind the tree. What? The guard looks alert. What should I do next?
Doesn't seem like anything unusual's around here.
Look.
Paciência é uma virtude, tem que esperar.
Hey! Lesser Lord Kusanali is over there! Stop!
What? Lesser Lord Kusanali? How did I not notice that?
They found me. This is bad. Where should I go?
The target suspected to be Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped into the Grand Bazaar.
A ideia era para os mercenários pegar eles, né? Vamos pro grande bazar.
Where did she go? How did she disappear? Did we lose her? Hurry up!
Hey, why is your team here? Didn't we say to split up our search?
Hurry! Hurry! This place is... Why are you all here?
Yeah, isn't it one heck of a coincidence? Everybody's here. What on earth is... I suppose that's all of you?
Who are you? Did you set us up? What?
Phew, that was rough. I almost got caught.
Little brat? So you're not actually...
Just some colleagues. Think of this as a business competition. After stepping into our traps, stop thinking of yourselves as hunters.
An ambush? How's that possible? This is Sumeru's...
You've spent all your time hiding away in the academia. This place is
Vai lá, DRA, dá-lhe espadão.
This is odd.
Sei lá.
The academia has quieted down after the conclusion of the Nyagarbha days. Where are the guards? Why?
Grand Sage, how may I be of assistance?
I called for the guards. Why did you come?
My apologies. Right now, all Academia guards have entered the city to perform the ordered arrest. I thought...
Arrest? I have an ominous feeling.
Arrest Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Lesser Lord Kusanali? You mean...
Yes, I wouldn't. Right now, everyone is in a panic, and many are saying that...
What happened? Just Lesser Lord Kusanali somehow escaped? That's impossible. The Academia is heavily guarded today, and any order to release Lesser Lord Kusanali would be strictly confident. What manner of trickery did they employ? Disappear? Wait. How was the arrest order distributed to the guard?
It was issued by the Akasha earlier today. Only you have the authority to send messages like that, so I thought it was your order.
Let me check. Here. Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary. The Akasha indeed contains this information. And it clearly... How did they bypass my permissions to issue this kind of... Was it the report about the traveler that all... No. I specifically checked that knowledge capsule before entering it into the... Well, even if I figure it out now, it won't make any difference. Have you been to the sanctuary of Surasthana?
To confirm. No, it may be a bit offensive to say this, but... how can the information in the Akasha be inaccurate? What the Akasha... If we have to confirm the information and knowledge from the Akasha, then how is that any different from us learning that information ourselves?
In the beginning, it was I who asked you to believe in the Akasha,
No, Grand Sage. I'm merely confused because I believe in you. I never meant to refute you.
Stay here and see if there are any...
Yes, Grand Sage.
Lesser Lord Kusanali has escaped from the sanctuary of Surasthana. How can that be? Stop thinking about it. Stop. There must be a trick of theirs. As long as I personally... Impossible. That's impossible. There must be something wrong with my... She really appeared again?
What a comical... Once the Akasha has put certain thoughts into your head, you all can only see the world in your mind. And precisely because of this, she has been a...
Sino. The Akasha predicted that you would return to the Academia.
No, you were blinded. Your faults stem from your...
I truly did not expect a proud person like you...
People change, Azar.
Then tell...
You want to buy time? This is the sanctuary of Surasthana. As for the investigation, I've at least confirmed that you are
So what? Did you do all of this?
No. You once said that I had no standing to judge you. So now, how about judgment in the name of a god?
How long do we... Paimon hasn't heard any sounds outside for... Yeah, but aren't you scared? Thinking about it, at least when Paimon thinks of Nahida being imprisoned alone in the sanctuary of Surasthana...
Here comes your savior.
Dia! Paimon just knew you would come to rescue us!
You two really owe me some big thanks. I had to search through who knows how many guards to find the key here.
Thanks a lot. Need Paimon to rub your shoulders?
No, that's, I'll...
What are you afraid of?
Now isn't the time to talk about being ticklish. Things in the city and on Sino's side are both going well. The Corps of 30 is in charge of the city's defenses, but we already talked to Asfand. They've been fed up with the sages bossing them around. As long as it doesn't break their employment contracts, they'll turn a blind eye.
That's probably because you've been super great friends with them for a long time.
The Grand Sage is in his custody. Even I know how terrible it is to fall into Sino's hands, so Sino forced him to release Lesser Lord Kusanali. So, hurry to the sanctuary. We should have already rescued our Archon. Honestly, I didn't expect our ragtag bunch to do this well. We just came together last minute. Alright, you two better go. I still have to clean up some messes in the city. See you around.
Libertamos a Nahida.
Should I say, it's nice to meet you? This is the first time we've met in real life. Before, we've only met in dreams, consciousness. Thank you so much for coming to rescue me. During this time, I did some self-reflection. My sense of inferiority and yielding to the academia led to all of this, and created so much trouble for you all.
We're here because you're a good... Thanks, you too. Amazing. So this is how it feels. It's like I just had an endlessly long dream. I can't even tell if I just woke up. My concept of self has become so... But now doesn't seem to be the time to indulge in this feeling. This is really embarrassing. You all just rescued... It's okay. With you here, Paimon's sure that everything will work out.
Então.
There's one more thing.
What is it?
For all the things the academia did to me, and for all the folly it committed in the name of wisdom, as their...
Ah! Wow! That's the spirit!
I understand now. So if you haven't even figured out how to be a caterpillar, how can you be a butterfly? Yes, true. That means we need to hurry and prevent the birth of that I need to make some preparations. Since I'm now free, I can first things first. I need to remove the risk. After that, I'll make some adjustments and revoke the sage's permissions. The Akasha will then be... After all, the academe... This might take some time. In the meantime, if we don't stop the God creation plan in time...
You might as well prepare for a fight. When we're done, we can take a walk around. After all, we missed out on a lot of stuff.
Eu achei que eu já teria ganhado. Até às 16 horas, então...
The show begins!
Deixa eu só decorar o time aqui.
How's it going, Nahida?
I'm done with the parts that need... Although it's my first time working with the Akasha like this, its internal structure and operation... Oh, also, this is for you.
Huh? What's this little...
It's a small device I put together just now. You may not need it right now, but it should...
Wait! This thing has the same characteristics. We're both small things that float! Oh, all the things that make Paimon special got copied. When Paimon appears with the Traveler from now on, people won't remember Paimon.
It's alright, Paim. It's only a flying device. But you're the Traveler's irreplaceable friend.
You're so good at comforting people, Nahida. If only the Traveler was as smart as you.
I was simply telling you what I feel to be the truth. I wasn't
Nahida, you're natural at this. What you just said made
By the way, even though I'm the Archon and in control of myself again, you may have heard that an Archon's power is derived from their people's faith. If we get into a situation where combat is our only option, I'll have to count on you, and I'll do my best to provide support. I'm glad I can
So the God of Wisdom isn't good at fighting?
I've located where the false god is. Time...
E passe pela passagem e alcance claramente.
What is this place? Wow.
The sages wanted to realize their god creation plan without being discovered.
That's true.
Judging from the structure here, the project is a huge undertaking. But this place doesn't look like it could have been. The Fatui under the doctor sure didn't hold back. They provided a lot of...
Yeah! Or else they wouldn't...
Is that it, though? I've always felt that this doctor is different from the academia sages. Instead of being interested in the end product,
The Fatui Harbingers are all such...
So, this Fatui that we had previously come into contact with his consciousness, one is the desire for a gnosis, since he was created to be the vessel for the other obsession, is probably related to his past.
Paimon knows that he was a prototype puppet for the Raiden Shogun before he became a Fatui Harbinger.
Paimon sabe que ele era protótipo de marionete para Shogun Rei antes de se tornar
That's why he wants a gnosis so badly. There's no way he'd willingly be a test subject. Now with that...
It sounds like you know the Balladeer quite well. I see. The more we know now, the better we can plan for and react to any future situation. Alright, time to go.
Overruled.
Time to work. Let's begin. Work time. No excuse for slacking.
I guess this is it.
It looks like we can climb up these pipes. Seems all messed up. Let's go around and see if there's a way to fix it. It seems to have stopped. Let's continue.
Laid bare. No, my sword!
This isn't good.
You'll get frostbite.
Rain outlines your fate. I'm going in! Let's light it up!
Can't run from death.
The cart is stuck. Maybe there's something wrong with the tracks. Let's try adjusting the direction of the device to clear the tracks.
I'll put you on. Transfix. Let's move. Cook this through.
Well met. You can't run!
Teamwork is teamwork! Rain outlines your fate. How brilliant!
Looking at its operational status, we must prepare for the worst. The god they wanted to create is like...
Oh no! What should we do?
Are you nervous?
If you really want to know...
Yes, I am. This is... I feel not just nervous, but...
Curious?
Curious about our fate. To me, everything we perceive in this world, and if it's a form of knowledge, then it can be... However, only fate is... So to me, fate... That's also why I love observing humans, and all... And now, at long, I will personally experience my own fate with you...
Ah, so that's what you mean.
Agreed. Okay, let's continue on. I can sense his aura from here.
Who would have thought the world would be so eager for my birth? I remember you, Booer, the god of wisdom, and standing beside you, the traveler.
Is he all-knowing and powerful now, like Greater Lord Rukkhadevata?
No, I can't feel the same kind of divinity I felt from the Greater Lord. It seems that the sages didn't get the chance to infuse the divine knowledge capsules into him. But even still, he has undoubtedly become a true god now.
So we're too late? The Balladeer has already become a god?
The Balladeer. A long bygone title. When my spirit ascended to divinity, I felt as if I had existed for the same number of epochs as heaven and earth. Looking back, the existence of what once called itself Kunikazushi appears infinitely small and ugly.
This imposing aura. It really feels like the gods.
A body that capitalizes on the Balladeer's original construction as a mechanical puppet, with the Gnosis serving as how much effort and research. From a purely technological perspective, it's a commendable achievement indeed.
You sure are something.
But I don't think he's reached the spiritual height of a god.
Strife is engraved upon every god and every gnosis brought forth. Can you feel it? The exhilaration of such—
Hito wouldn't feel the same things as you!
Do you not realize that you are interrupting a conversation between
The strife engraved upon a gnosis. Your Tevat's current peace was not easily won. I didn't personally. All those losses were meaningless, driven by the demands of the laws.
Is that so? Yet I am deeply disappointed that I was never allowed the fortuity. This is a first. Encountering a god in this world who— No wonder your own people have abandoned you. God of wisdom. Your judgment is as your existence. Unsubstantial. This is where everything ends, Booer. The god of wisdom. You should know that wisdom cannot solve every problem. Like now— Come! Let us reenact a scene of the Archon War.
Laid bare.
Huh? Going in! Rain cutter! Time to shine! Yoo-hoo!
Tremble!
The show begins!
Burn to oblivion!
Rain outlines your fate.
Kneel!
Oh, brilliant!
Transfixed.
Teamwork is dreamwork! Witness the power of Gugwa!
Reality?
Time to act!
Is pain! This is supposed to be a battle between gods, yet you choose to hide behind a mortal. And now, you're acting like you'd sacrifice yourself for a human. Are you having fun proving a false sense of heroism to yourself, Booer?
The data collection is almost complete. Do you even know how many times you've tried to take my gnosis from me? We just concluded the 168th loop. Did you know that in the effort to create you, the people of Sumeru were forced to live through the exact same number of Sub-Zerus festivals and Samsara cycles?
The power of dreams. When did you use it on me? You can't even defeat me in a dream. What do you hope to achieve with this little trick?
Come, Traveler. Just like before. Allow me to awaken the memories in your dreams.
All that battle experience!
It's more than that. Compile everyone's wisdom in the name of the Archon. That is the original function of the Akasha. I've sent everything that happened just now to the people of Sumeru in the form of knowledge. I've asked them to help you find a way to defeat the false god. Sumeru's wisdom is at your disposal.
Meaningless tricks won't save you. Are you done with your tricks? Can I finally take this as a real battle between gods?
I'll leave this to you, the first sage of Bur.
Primeiro sábio.
1,000 eons, mine to dominate! Burn to oblivion!
I'm going in! Rain outlines your fate. Rain cutter.
Kneel!
I see everything!
Know my sword!
Reality? It's pain!
Transfixed!
Good riddance, cruel world.
Witness my rise! Overruled! Let my name echo in song! Let's light it up!
May I... Everyone hold hands! Sharing my knowledge!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Your new god awakens! Now, your eyes have been opened. Kneel!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Humans. Filthy humans.
Vamos pro coração ou... Caramba.
No! Wait! Please! Anything but the gnosis! That's mine! Don't even try! I'll never go back!
We haven't yet found the answer to the most important mystery. Irminsul is still waiting to be saved. With the power of another gnosis, we may now finally understand the last memory of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata.
This is...
That's right. This is the last memory of my predecessor.
This sure seems very different from what Paimon imagined. Shouldn't Irminsul be in this realm of consciousness?
Yes, that is our destination. But I didn't expect the... Forbidden knowledge? It seems you know about a concept that even... Your inference seems logical. Forbidden knowledge once polluted the desert thousands of years ago, but was successfully repelled thanks to King Then. A second instance of forbidden knowledge pollution occurred during the Conria Cataclysm 500 years ago. But I'm afraid it is much more serious this time.
So, if we're in the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and it's also been affected by...
Yes. It's very possible that she didn't completely eradicate forbidden knowledge, but if it weren't for her actions, the way that everyone, including me, has forgotten everything about forbidden knowledge... I'm just... sharing her pain. Did she fight to resist the forbidden knowledge pollution in such terrible... She even used her last remnant of lucid consciousness to leave a clue for us to follow. Yes, her words were distorted by forbidden, but now we have a chance to find we can cross the polluted consciousness until we found the... And then we'll let Greater Lord Rukkhadevata tell us the truth. Each of us need to be mindful of the state of our... Even with the Gnosis's protection, we must always keep a... Don't worry, it should be easy enough for you to keep that...
Are we in the air? And why is there a huge boat?
That's the boat of consciousness, which symbolizes reason here. Its course is the direction our consciousness is traveling.
Wow! What are these? The monsters seem to have been affected by them.
Outline
outlines your fate. Shower me with praise! Witness the power of Gugwa! Go on! Laid bare! This is where you fall. No, my sword! Strike a pose! Transfixed! Everybody stand back! Let me leave you a bird. Let's light it up! Time to shine!
Look! Four-leaf sigils have appeared in the sky!
Laid bare! Rain outlines your... Commendable. Everlasting as the moon. Going in! Witness the power of Gugwa. Let my name echo in song! Rain outline. I have taught you everything I know. Overruled. Everybody stand back! This is where I fall. Let's light it up!
May I present? To control the boat of consciousness, we need to find the helm first. We changed direction. Are we still going the right way, Nahida?
Judging... We'll be arriving at our destination soon. How are you feeling? Are your minds still intact?
Huh? But everything's been...
Hopefully there won't be any more interruptions. This time...
Are you saying you've never met
No. It seems that my bird otherwise. I think she would have given me a little...
Hey! You've done a great job, Nahida! So, is this the place you were talking about? The base of Irminsul?
É o lugar dos sonhos.
This is the place.
We're here to find Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, right? What
is that? Are you great?
Yes, that's me. Are you surprised by my appearance? Irminsul and the surrounding lands have been reproduced here as they were years ago. But we are manifestations of the same nature. Hence why we would appear exactly the same. Because you are me, and you are me in the new samsara.
The new samsara?
As Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, I'm the avatar of Irminsul. Imagine it this way. Even if a tree dies, its branches. I'm merely the remaining consciousness of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. Judging from your appearance, but you're finally here. My new self in the samsara.
If this is true, then am I?
Though we share the same nature, our fates are bound to be. When a branch grows into a mature tree.
That's why fate is the ultimate knowledge, isn't it?
That's a great insight. Yes, it's also precisely why you won't become like me. But perhaps you may become an even greater. I already see a determination in you that I didn't possess in my time. And the future that it leads you to, along with the blessings from your past experiences. Don't worry. The growth of wisdom is like that of a plant. You only need to wait quietly.
Come to think of it, the sages never had...
Thank you. Nothing makes me happier than discovering that the Archon I always admired... Well, it's so nice to speak with you, Great...
The feeling is mutual. From the moment I snapped the branch off Irminsul and created you...
Could you tell me why you wanted to create me?
I see. You're everything that day. Even the sky itself changed into a color like this. At that time, the seven were all summoned to the nation of Conria. Except for me. I had to protect. The disaster occurred together with the pollution of forbidden knowledge. At that very moment, the pain started to torment my mind. Had I not repelled the pollution of forbidden knowledge with King Deshret thousands of years ago, I might have felt even more hopeless and lost.
So what exactly?
It's a kind of knowledge that doesn't belong to this world. It came from the very bottom of the abyss. The world is constantly rejecting it. If we allow forbidden knowledge to pollute Irminsul...
So, there's knowledge that...
At that time, I knew I couldn't repel, which is why I created a device that compiled human...
It's truly the world's most amazing...
Thank you. Though it was selfish to do so, I borrowed people's dreams using the Akasha.
Well, did it work?
Thanks to the wisdom of the people of Sumeru. Almost, but... things didn't go as smoothly as I thought. And then... I remembered that my consciousness was also connected with Irminsul from the very beginning.
Oh no. I've experienced that pain in your consciousness.
Yes, but my feelings weren't important. Even if I died, my existence and everything related to me would continue to exist in Irminsul, and there's no way for me to eliminate myself. So, I took the purest branch of Irminsul as my incarnation, all in hopes that you would come here and remove me and my
Wait!
So you realize what Irminsul has all the knowledge and memory. Removing me from Irminsul means... But... this...
People love you so much and they've... How can we just... Is there really no other way?
You're the god of wisdom, Boer.
But this...
No need to feel so sad, Boer. As someone who delights in wisdom, these are the words in their entirety. Let the world completely forget. We all nestle under the great tree of wisdom, peering out to perceive the world. From the earth and from the rain, we perceive its wonders, until we become a white bird to perch atop a branch. and finally snap off the most important leaf. Once upon a time, I alone dreamed in this world. In my dreams, everybody would also dream after they fell asleep. Wild and wonderful thoughts would emerge from their minds. Some tumbled to the ground, and others floated to the sky, connecting all things in the world into one dazzling net. Among a plethora of worlds were numerous smaller worlds, all of fate, finding within the tapestry their brilliant glow. I gradually understood that these indescribable and constantly changing things are the most profound things in the world. Only they can completely repel the madness. Only dreams can awaken consciousness from the deepest darkness. I'm the one who posed this question, yet also the one who sought a solution. Saving the world with the dreams of the people used to be my answer. And now, you've also found your own answer, and I shall return all the dreams to the people. Goodbye, people of Sumeru. May you be blessed tonight with the sweetest of dreams.
I'm alright. We've just saved the world, right? So I don't know where this feeling inside of me is coming from. Just now, we used the power of two gnosis to successfully connect with the Ermin soul consciousness, and we removed the remaining pollution from Ermin soul.
Yeah, what's wrong? Weren't you there just now?
Quem que apareceu ali nem vi.
Huh?
De relance.
That sound! Traveler!
I've been waiting here far too long. But finally I have the chance to be alone with you. All the precious time I wasted has finally paid off.
The doctor! What have you done?
Just a type of sound wave that can quickly put defenseless people into a dream. As this is the only thing of interest I found among the Sage's research. Don't worry. I know you wouldn't. I'm here to negotiate with you. Naturally, I won't do...
Negotiate with me? I heard you had already left Sumeru.
I left Sumeru, but even the God of Wisdom, is restricted by the habits of
You mean... there are many...
An astute guess. Even the same individual will have different cognitions. A long time ago, I made a major decision in hopes of preserving. Observation is the first step of any experiment. But observing the current world doesn't satisfy. So I saved segments of all my ages and made them into independent... That's all there is to it. Indulge me. How does the God of Wisdom find my method of seeking knowledge?
It's an insult to the very concept. Life inherently has many rules and restrictions, each with its own significance and reason to exist.
Indeed, it's difficult for humans to make peace with themselves, not to mention oneself.
Since you're in the academia, why wait until now to show up? You could...
Simple. Let me ask you this. Would any staff member... It was my experiment. So why?
The academia saw the plan to create a god as their ultimate goal. You really are crazy. If the experiment succeeded, you would have had a... Would you still take the same stance? Would you still hold the same view of yourself?
I'm first and foremost a scholar. These results should be left to the judgment of the hypothetical me confronted with that outcome.
As an individual, you don't have any sense of belonging. You seem to have even fewer convictions.
Oh no, I certainly have my own convictions. All right, that's enough conversation for today. The experiment is over, and for example, Lesser Lord Kusanali, you're an intelligent Archon. I'm sure you understand the disparity in our combat
Didn't you say you were here to negotiate with me? Somehow, it's starting to seem like you...
After all, I'm also a scholar.
Your hypocrisy is built on absolute confidence. I understand your scheme, but... What if I were to destroy the Gnosis now, and awaken the Heavenly Principle?
Awaken? Do you think that's really possible?
The Heavenly Principles have been silent for many years, but the Gnosis are symbols of their control over Tevat and all the law. Will the destruction of a Gnosis attract the attention of the Heavenly Principles? And if so, how do you dare to gamble?
Gamble? How surprised. I thought you would show evidence or use rigorous reasoning to prove your point. But this is a clever move. You must have seen through me when I first captured your consciousness. As a scholar, I respect all possibilities. This has always... Indeed, I can't ignore this possibility.
This foreign Gnosis will only lead to disaster if it stays in Sumeru. But this electro-Gnosis is the prize I obtained now, as the one who initiated this cascade of events.
Price? Interesting. What price would you...
How about erasing all your other segments?
So this is how you wish to restrict me. The most threatening opponent. Segments are extraordinarily difficult to make. They require extremely rare resources and Yes, how very interesting. Among all the versions of me, this segment you see now is the most selfish. If it weren't me, your idea... What did you see when you were imprisoned? You were observing me. And that's how you know I've long grown tired.
Like you said, it's difficult to make peace being as smart as you.
I see. If you think all those versions of me are worth a gnosis, then
You sure didn't hesitate much. Is the relation...
I don't think there's any need to dwell on that. The surplus versions of me can be exchanged for... Besides, with my abilities... It's only a matter of time until I find better perspectives. Perhaps it's best to... But what I'd like to know is... How can you be sure...
I can see your remaining honesty.
What a ridiculous decision! You can't be serious!
How could I have been so short-sighted?
You think this is the end? Wait, I'll have revenge!
You'll make
Good
this
riddance.
moment count.
You will regret this!
Well, have you confirmed that it's complete?
Here. The future of Sumeru City will be in my hands alone. I will shut down the Akasha. There won't be any further gaps.
It truly pains me that my academic achievements have never been appreciated in my homeland. Another chess piece. And where is your...
Don't be greedy, Harbinger.
No, this is a different transaction. If you intend... Besides, isn't it the Archon's duty to deliver... Oh... Judging from your expression, you don't seem to find the idea very agreeable. Then let's think of it this way.
People exchanging knowledge with the God of Wisdom is the stuff of legends. Yet here you wish to exchange knowledge for the God of Wisdom's property. Arrogant as that is, it...
Let me ask you, have you in all your mighty knowledge ever heard the rumor that the skies of Tevat are fake?
Huh?
That's the secret hidden by Ermin's soul concerning the truth. Once I finish telling you about this, it will be with negotiations. We've all gotten what we wanted.
Your arrogance may know no bounds, and convictions may mean nothing to you. But I'll still listen to what you have to say.
Claro que não vai mostrar pra nós, não é verdade. Segredos e versão expõem claramente dos que são sábios, então tudo fica em silêncio. Vários dias depois. Basicamente o doutor pegou as duas quinoses, trocou conhecimento com ela e apagou as outras versões.
Are you awake? Kale says it's time for breakfast. Come on, get up! Good morning! How are you feeling today? Good to hear. It looks like we've recovered pretty well. Not even... Traveler.
Surely that little girl must be leaving.
Looks like you're awake.
Yep, yep.
I prepared some breakfast today. Please.
It's nice to have you.
Well, now that I've recovered from Alizar, I'm feeling better than ever. I can even prepare 4 or 5
and Paimon Baxter.
Oh, by the way, someone brought a letter for you after you went to sleep last night.
Nope. Paimon wanted to read the letter with you after you woke up. Oh, we're going to hold a feast at the as heroes of Sumeru. Please be sure to attend.
I've also heard that you've become heroes here as well. Sometimes I'm really envious of strong and confident.
Anyway, let's go to the Grand Bazaar.
Oh, before you leave, be sure to inform Master Tina.
Good morning.
We feel much better. How about you?
I'm recovering well.
But from the looks of it,
It's fine. I'm not that... The Elazar patients have recovered, as well as Apasia. For now, I only need to tend to my...
It seems once Ermin's soul started getting better...
Yes, but there are... The withering is one example. Though it won't spread anymore, the existing zones won't just disappear.
By the way, we have some good news.
This news is hardly new.
Huh? You mean he was
He visited once, but he was afraid of disturbing you while you were resting.
Then you probably already know all about...
Celebration feast.
Huh? But didn't Neela's...
Perhaps.
Come to think of it, Sino doesn't seem like the type who'd enjoy a celebration. You and Kale are both Sino's close friends.
Kale has taken over some of my tasks these days. I don't think she'll have time for it. Not to mention, you see, some VIPs have come to the forest recently.
Huh?
Well, technically speaking, they are former VIPs. The sages involved in recent incidents have begun their training.
Huh?
Yes, he's a little weak, but Lesser Lord Kusanali, in her boundless mercy, has decided to spare Azar and the other wrongdoers. Supposedly, they were when they learned that Lesser Lord Kusanali had defeated the Balladeer and saved Irminsul, they were shocked at first, but also as a result, work has
That sounds really
There is nothing we can do, but that's another topic. Back to—
Ah, right! We're here to request—
You've recovered well.
Well, there won't be any problems if the feast starts at that time.
Mr. Zubair, I finished tallying things up here. Well, except for the guests.
Is a simple reply really that much to ask of our guests? It's affecting our arrangements.
Oh, it'll be fine. Besides, it never hurts to get things ready in advance.
I was—
Hey, Nilu!
Traveler, Paimon!
We got your letters, so here we are!
You're the best. The other guests haven't even—
Huh?
Yeah. I had someone deliver letters to all of our guests.
Look, I get it. Sumeru is in an extremely important period of transition right now. Nilu is Sumeru's #1 celeb. You have no idea how happy—
If you consider enjoying Nilu's dances having good taste, then almost because Paimon thinks everybody will—
That's right. We all think she's amazing. Nilu is an absolute favorite among those of us who frequent the Grand Bazaar. For Outlanders, you have a great Master Zubair. Let's have a vote for the most outstanding audience members next time.
Nonsense, it is not for— But indeed, we could try giving gifts to people with particularly good taste. I heard there's a device in Fontaine called a camera that can—
Ooh, good idea.
You guys are so—
There's always a lot going on at the Grand Bazaar.
Yeah. Traveler and Paimon, could you help if for some reason they didn't receive the letters, then please—
Yeah, we can also check out how everything in Sumeru is going.
When I wrote as for Sino, I'm not too sure about Ramon's whereabouts. As for Dunyarzad, I just hope she's feeling better. I said—
Okay, got it. Let's go, Traveler. We haven't seen Al-Haytham anywhere. Let's ask that person over there. Hey there, have you seen Al-Haytham around?
Yes, it seems Scribe Al-Haytham has gone to the house, but you're already the second group of people I've seen look—
Oh? Who else was looking?
Mr. Cave was just here asking about him. You wouldn't believe how terrible they're— Don't tell me everyone's here looking for gossip about the sages.
No way, we're strict—
Ah, I see. Sorry, I thought maybe everyone's as...
Alhaitham should be around here somewhere, right? Oh, he's over there! But it looks like—
Just put down that worthless book and tell me
This is not just some worthless book.
It doesn't matter. It's probably just another thing that you used your authority to get your hands on anyway. Just put it aside. Listen,
Oh? You sound surprised.
Would I be here asking you if I knew? You're the scribe, not me.
Well...
Huh?
Oh, don't sound too surprised now. You're the renowned Kaveh, light of the Ksharawar. Besides, as a master builder and craft...
Why do I feel like you...
What makes you say that?
Maybe it's because you've never said anything.
Yeah, well, I share a similar sentiment. And anyone who knows you...
You see? This is why I hate discussing anything with you.
It's...
Ha! What was...
Well, then you might as well move out of my...
Are you threatening me? Ugh, and don't change the subject. You, a sage? What a joke. The academia might as well just close tomorrow.
Are they having a fight?
Forget what's going on with the academia. Haven't you been busy with your construction project? Tell me, when are you going to build yourself?
Don't get me started.
So, what great building?
Like I need to tell you.
No, I think we deserve to know.
I was in the desert for a large project, but considering Haravatat's utter ignorance of architectural and aesthetic matters, you, which is truly unfortunate, I can only... Hold on, wait a second. What do you...
Well, while you were out fiddling around in the
Ha! And you think...
Look, all you really need to know is that Azar and all his...
Huh? What no...
It's no skin off my nose if you don't believe me. It's not like my Darshan was the one trying to apply for fund...
You know what? I'll ask around. I'm sure someone knows what's going on here. You're dead if I find out you're lying to...
Oh, it's...
We're running some errands for Nilu.
Letter?
Nilu said she sent out a letter inviting everyone to a
If she addressed the letter to Alhaitham of the Academia, then the letter... I've been busy these days, so I haven't had time to check for any new mail at my office. I only now have some free time to attend to personal...
Have you always been so...
Of course not. I'm only busy these days because several sages have been dismissed recently, and the whole
Kainari told us they all went to train in the Avidia Forest.
That is already the best possible ending for the likes of them. 4 of the 6 great sages were possessed by their desire for power and attempted to create a new god. In order to pull it off, they even imprisoned the other 2 rational sages.
Yeah, you're right. Huh. Feels kinda strange to hear them called that after all this time. But then again...
Yes. At least it's said that when the Academia was first founded, the Dendro Archon herself established the 6 greats. Numerous Darshans have sprung up and faded. Only the 6 Darshans, attaching themselves to the 6 great schools, have stood the test of time and obtained permanent seats. Now, the 6 Darshans are nearly synonymous with the 6 great schools. And among the 6 great sages, there is one. Unfortunately, only the sages from Vahumana and Amorta remain now. They were imprisoned.
So who's managing things in the other 4 schools now?
Yes. Normally, new sage...
Oh, didn't you just say something about becoming a sage? If they pick you, then we'd have a huge connection.
Yes, about that. The person in charge of personnel affairs nominated me to be the Grand Sage in place of Azar and help Lesser Lord Kusanali manage...
Huh? But...
I'm not even interested in being one of the 6 great sages.
Oh, all right. So are you busy these days
That's not my job either. I'm only responsible for handling important affairs within the academia before... And the first thing I'll do is reject Kasharawar's
By the way, who was that other person?
Do we look like friends?
Paimon doesn't know. That's what...
His name is Kaveh, my roommate. You could say he's the... Which is exactly why he always has...
So everything that's happened recently must be a huge change for the people.
Such is the work of the academia...
Well, anyway, no matter how busy you are, since you are our planner, remember to...
All right.
This is Port Ormos. Now where could
Is that Paimon I hear? Been a while.
Dad! It's been so long since we've seen you!
I'm doing well. I can go as far as saying I have never been happier in my entire... I don't know if you've heard, but Elazar has completely disappeared, and all the patients have recovered.
You kidding? Knowing them and the connections they've got, I'm sure that...
Yeah!
That's right. My lady is feeling better now, so I'm accompanying her for...
Why do you still call me that, Dia? You've already informed my father of your...
I guess I'm just used to calling you my lady.
Resignation? You mean you're...
Yeah, I might start losing my edge if I keep being a bodyguard for the Homayanis.
You know that my parents and I are fond of you, and that we appreciate you very much.
I'm not a woman that's easily persuaded. When I took this job, I had already decided that I'd quit as soon as you'd recovered.
So what are you gonna do now if you're not gonna be...
I want to take a risky job.
Huh? But we literally just finished one...
I know. If I hadn't joined in that plan with you, I wouldn't have come up with this idea. I guess I still get fired up by that feeling of going all out in a fight. It made me realize that I'm still immersed. Life is short, and I'm happy that I got to be a part of that operation. But the whole thing also made me realize that there are still many problems in Sumeru. And as a desert dweller, I'm still not completely ready to...
Well, I remember a friend had someone bring you a message.
You mean I'll hate them? I didn't expect him to still...
We just came from talking with all...
Did he tell you that he suggested that I come work at the academia?
What?
I heard that Azar and his cronies fell from power, and All Hate Them told me that now was a good time to find it.
Whoa. Paimon can't see you being anything other than a mercenary.
Me neither.
Ugh, forget about it. I wouldn't let... I'll hate them probably just like the way I worked and knew I'm good in a fight. So...
But you know, if you take him up on the offer, Sino might actually agree and let you become a Matra. Because you're super...
The Matra have all the talent they need as long as they have Sino. In fact, I chose this job from the very start because I knew it'd be right up my alley.
Even if being a mercenary means facing all kinds of danger.
A lion has to return to the wild sooner or later. If anything, being your bodyguard...
I don't want to see you...
I'm glad to hear you say that. Come on, no need for the sad face. It's not like we'll never meet again. Once the whole Dendro Archon thing is settled, everything in Sumeru will take a turn for the... But a peaceful society will probably mean less demand for mercenaries like me. Before long...
Huh? Wait a...
Well, no. Not yet, at least.
So, Have you been in Port Ormos this entire...
Oh, did Neil...
She heard that you were seen in Port Ormos, so she said...
Huh. It was probably sent. My lady has been very energetic lately and keeps taking me on hikes, staying out even into the night.
Right, and we tend to leave quite early in the morning.
So what it really sounds like is that the person on duty is always asleep.
I bet the letter's at the reception desk.
No wonder there wasn't a reply. You never received the letter. Good thing...
Sorry to make you...
It must be something important for Nilou to...
Yes! She said they were preparing a victory feast in the Grand Bazaar, and will also be celebrating Sino's
Great!
I'll be... Count me in, too. But is there some sort of dress code or anything for the feast? Can I just...
Since it's being organized by Nilou, I don't think she'll be too picky about that.
All right, then this is how I'll show up.
The feast will be held in 2 days, so don't forget!
Sure.
Thank you so much for letting us know.
Oh, by the way, do you happen...
The General Mahamatra always comes and goes without a trace.
Oh.
But last time we met, he mentioned that he had something to do in art. As for Rahman, your guess is as good as mine. I only remember he said that he had something to Don't mention it.
Beleza. Né? Mostrar o que aconteceu com o povo, como é que vai seguir a vida, mas cansa.
It's been a while since we last visited Aru Village. Ah, there's Sino!
What brings you here?
We recovered well, and Tanari agreed to let us leave, so now we're out and about.
It seems Gandharvaville's medical treatment is still as good as ever.
And Tanari...
That's good to hear.
Yeah, you're the one who brought us to him when we lost...
You're welcome.
But why are you just...
I'm meeting some people.
Oh, you mean...
I've already talked with Candace and the village but you know one of the people I'm meeting as well.
Oh, by King Deshret's blessing, my friend suddenly appears in the desert. Don't tell me you've run into trouble and need us to help now.
Raman! And... Huh? Sataria?
Oh.
Oh, well, you're...
Don't worry, these are our friends. No need to be so...
I see.
I'm doing well. Many good things have happened recently.
Same here. Really, I feel that my whole life has started to shine after suddenly finding an...
Oh, tell...
Yeah.
Alright, well, I suppose I've decided to leave the...
What?
It's not that I've given up on being a scholar. I will no longer pursue research like a typical scholar. I plan to leave the academia and...
Wow! So you want to...
Sataria will return to support education here and teach people from... She can't teach everyone on her own, but there are many of us Eremites all over Sumeru. She came to discuss a collaboration...
Yes. It's my hope that the Eremites can help me select a group of smart people with the best aptitude for teaching. I'll teach them, and that is the true meaning of education.
The people of King Deshret suffer from sandstorms, exile, and ignorance. Miss Sataria is more than welcome to come teach here. Her arrival, the stars have always guided caravans, thieves, soldiers, and travelers who get lost in the night. They lead those in the...
Oh, please. Where's all of this coming?
You deserve these compliments. Mercenaries are accustomed to danger and don't fear death, which is why we recognize extraordinary action.
Sataria's idea will bring much good to many people.
At first, I feared it was destined to fail. Everyone knows that the academia, as you know, all knowledge is under their surveillance and control. But what I heard at that time has been haunting my heart. As if there were Sataria, you tread a treacherous path, and the longer Sataria, why haven't you gone home? These words sparked something in me, and I knew that I had to bring something back. I gathered up the courage to approach the Grand Sage, only to find that he was no longer at the Academy.
Azar has received much-needed punishment. Though, if you ask me...
Lord Sino helped me obtain permission to leave the Academia for the desert, and accompanied me. My plan was able to go smoothly thanks to him.
You're all doing so much.
Aside from that, I also have some...
Lesser Lord Kusanali has allocated many resources to support and develop the desert. I've done some business for her. I applied for a few batches of educational materials from the Academia, and sent them to several groups in the desert.
That's exactly what the people here need. Physical books and other related items. If it weren't for Sino and Lesser Lord Kusanali...
Apart from this, the Academia is also recruiting scholars that are willing to teach in the desert. We must be persistent about this, and
This is the first time in hundreds of years we've had a glimmer of hope. I think this may be the turning point for the desert. Remember these words. Here lies our faithful priest, Kasala. I hope people with wisdom like that priest will rise again among the desert dwellers. Then we'll once again see the wisdom and glory.
Enough about us.
No, not at all. Neela wanted to write to everyone, but she wasn't sure where the letters should be sent, so she asked. A celebration feast will be held in 2 days at the Grand Bazaar. At the feast, we'll also be celebrating, although, judging from your appearance, it seems you've already been...
Celebration? Feast? It's the first I've...
Tainari was right.
This feast is for you.
It's rare to see that kind of expression from...
No, not really.
Well, I still have a lot to handle here. Besides, I need to...
I'm afraid I won't be able to join you. Although the messenger... I'm sorry for how I treated you before. But now I understand the beauty of your dance. You and the art you symbolize are not only beautiful, but also please keep dancing. And someday...
Okay, we've got all that down. Our job here is complete as well. Oh.
Got it.
Everybody's already here. Looks like we're the last ones to arrive.
You're here.
Ah, there you are.
Well, look who finally decided to show up.
You look like you came here immediately after finishing up some work. I'm very...
But we're not late, are we? It's just that...
I propose that the last one who arrived be put in charge of today's speeches.
Nah, there won't be any...
Oh, really?
Come join us over here. Let's share some great food.
Everything looks...
Wow. Paimon can't... Whoa. delicious! Oh, the food was specially prepared for you by everyone in the Grand Bazaar. And we have gifts that were sent by the residents of Sumeru City when they heard. Everyone that came said that you saved Sumeru.
Ah, feels kind of nice to be seen as a hero.
Being a bodyguard is also a hero's job.
My lady sure has a way with work.
And I'm happy to meet everyone that participated.
Don't mention it.
Come to think of it, we've really done something.
We owe it to our abilities. And luck.
Really? Why do I remember everybody thinking that luck was against us?
That's how I remember it too.
It's luck that brought us together, and it was luck that let us form a team. Then, moreover, judging...
Yeah, it was almost like a everyone played their part, and thanks to everyone's effort. So, would you say we're good actors too? It's such a blessing that Lesser Lord Kusanali was able to return to power at the Academia.
Yes! Even after being abandoned and neglected so many times. Lesser Lord Kusanali once used all her power in a great disaster, which resulted in her losing all her wisdom and memories of the past. This should be something everybody should remember. Huh? You look surprised.
No,
That's good.
Something wrong?
Yeah, what's with that face? You knew all of this already.
Even if those two giants of the Academia are here, those sages really have some nerve. 500 years ago, Lesser Lord Kusanali used all her... If you bite the hand that feeds you, don't act surprised when it turns into a knuckle sandwich, right,
Perhaps I shouldn't say this, but their treatment of Lesser Lord Kusanali...
You could simply tell Lesser Lord Kusanali that you wish to have Azar and his accomplice...
I respect our deity's decision, and while we're on this topic, why didn't you accept...
Are you trying to say that I'm fit to be...
Not at...
Why? Because he dethroned his...
Could you try to put it another way? This is a good thing, yet you're...
But seriously, though, I always want...
I did have my own motive, but it had nothing to do with being a sage. If the rules of our nation were suddenly cast by the wayside, then it wouldn't be long until chaos ensued.
By that, you mean your life working as the Academia's scribe.
Precisely.
Wait, so that's the only reason why...
It's reason enough.
You've certainly got quite the
You flatter me.
All right then. How about you?
That's right.
Will you be happy?
It's not about being happy.
Even so, keep your spirits up and try to be happy, okay? And try to smile more every day.
Thank you.
I seldom participate in such lively gatherings. But No. The Grand Bazaar is lively because the people here feel happiness. That happiness is an emotion that'll be forever alien to those bookworms who have driven themselves in... I see... Oh well.
The atmosphere here is good. I don't often have a lot to handle these days.
My lady, the grilled meat over there is...
Yes, I also tried some... What an amazing place to relax.
You said it. Oh, look who else is here.
Hello. Oh, I'm so happy Nilu invited everybody.
Hey, less of that polite chit-chat and more eating and drink.
Ah, there you are, traveler. Well, how is it? Are you enjoying the feast today? If there's anything you're unhappy with, it's the first time I've ever... You see... Every guest, make sure you live it up tonight. I'm honored to have her think of me this way. If I have a... I can't explain why. Hey, what's wrong? Your head is starting to droop. Hey, you can't just fall asleep here. Paimon will go find something delicious for you to eat. You'll wake up once, of course. Just wake...
It's me. You may blame me for being a bit too self-indulgent. The connection between us is amazing. It's like full... I heard there's an amazing celebration feast today at the Lately, I've been so busy dealing with all the fallout from recent Although you've already helped me with a lot, there's still... Please say thank you to everyone. Isn't... But if I just show up all of a sudden, what if I end up scaring them and ruining this one? Oh, yes, I have. You said I should go thank everyone as myself, right? So, I've decided to borrow your body for the time being. Please don't blame me. Everyone! Are you awake now? Paimon was just about... It's me. Huh?
Hold up, what?
I didn't expect to have a conversation with the consciousness of Lesser Lord
No, of course not. Are you?
Oh, Nilu.
You know who I am?
Yes. I already know every one of you. Nilu?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
I took the liberty of occupying the traveler's body, so thank you so much for rescuing me. Even if that meant placing your own safety in... Without you, without any of you, had you not helped me to resolve the crisis, not only are people refer to you as the heroes who managed to rescue a god. I'm quite fond of this name. Please, allow me to...
Lesser Lord Kusanali, you have done so much.
Dinyarzad, the suffering you endured during your illness is also...
You don't need to be so ceremonious.
This is how the relationship between the Academia and Dendro Archon...
You're an Archon, but you act so humble. You really...
I'm honored to have been able to take...
Thank you, all of you. Thank you so much. Yeah. Are you awake? Did you rest well? After Nahida left, you ate a lot of food. You've become a glutton. That just means you still have a lot to learn. All right, since you're awake now, she should be in the Academia right about... traveler and Paimon. What a fantastic night. I'm still immersed in all the happiness and joy.
Like, so are we. And that's why we're here to talk with you.
Is there anything you want to know? After recent events, the Akasha, I've given it some thought, but this is definitely not a bad thing. Even from the beginning, I've been planning to shut it down. The Akasha's centralized administration of knowledge has always restrained people's curiosity and curtailed the number of paths available to them. I don't think this is good for Sumeru. Although people may initially feel a little uncomfortable with the loss of the Akasha, they will soon end. As for the future of Sumeru, the former sages have received their punishment, but the new sages have yet to be so. I hope that the new 6th grade sages will be more focused on academics. The other big issue is the people of King Deshret. Well, I've already taken some measures to address this. You mean, what happened after the doctor put you to sleep? You guessed correctly. The top-ranked Fatui Harbingers, up to number 3, possess power comparable to that. However, in spite of the bad situation, I'm sure you remember the entity that changed your fate. The Heavenly In fact, the Heavenly Principles has been quiet since the Conria disaster 500 years ago. I told him that the Heavenly Principles may be awakened if I destroy the Gnosis. Although it's just a bluff, I assumed that the Heavenly Principles wouldn't just stand by and let such extensive damage to its laws take place. And as for what I exchanged, the exchange served as both punishment for the doctor, as well as a boon of new... He's still in a coma. I know you have many misgivings about him, but as someone who had become a god, don't worry, I'll keep an eye on him. In addition, there are still some mysteries left in him. His future will be determined. Is that where you're headed next? Fontaine, the nation of... As far as I know, that...
Does their Archon personally judge people?
No, there's a Chief Justice in Fontaine. Generally speaking, the Hydra Archon, Focalor, won't preside over... However, even then, Focalor will still make herself present at just about every trial. It seems that she just likes... As Archon, she still reserves the right to influence the final verdict. Anyway, let's just say she's got... Are you sure?
Huh?
About here, while you were resting at Gandharvaville, I took some time to perform an Irminsul search for information on your sister.
Yeah! Isn't Irminsul a repository for all the information and
This is true in your case. Irminsul indeed. However, there must be something different about your sister.
What?
There is only one possible explanation.
But nothing about this makes any sense! Wasn't this your first trip to Teyvat?
According to the records I was able... After the Conria disaster, she began... But just as her journey was about to reach its conclusion, the Irminsul records on her suddenly become fuzzy.
What do you mean, fuzzy?
All I know for sure is that somebody, for reasons only they can know, and whoever it is, if they can do that...
But Even that wouldn't explain how she suffered.
Something else I noticed was that according to these records, the Fatui have not classified your sibling as one of the descenders.
What's a descender? Paimon,
look, I'm sure you must be curious about the information. A very important part of the intel was about this world's descenders. External beings, traveler. You are to...
Huh? So the Fatui count 3 other descenders before the traveler? And is...
That's right. My current hypothesis is that the first descender was likely what we now call the Heavenly Principles. As for the other descenders, I still need to...
Paimon's head's about to burst.
And yet, even knowing all this, I'm sure you must still have a lot of unanswered questions. There are many questions in my heart as well. I will need some time, and soon, you'll also be... I'm very interested in your future. It's a journey that can't be... If fate is the ultimate knowledge, then your future will be the ultimate...
Paimon sure...
The pleasure is all mine. Alright, that's enough talk for today. If you...
Stalker infinito, aparecer em seus sonhos. Eu vou finalizar a live por aqui. Tem que fazer essa missão como predestinado, mas eu acho que eu tinha que fazer a Narida primeiro, né? Essa lendária aqui. Vamos esbiar aqui na zona. Aí depois eu tenho que fazer. Não, tem que fazer essa, você tá lá, né? Vai fazer essa aqui. Tá. É isso aí. Aí fui.